on a larger scale, with the Beekeeper, and again with this, I've looked forward to popping the CD in because I know I'm going to hear something unique. I know I'm going to hear something different and something fresh. And that's something that, that I as a musician and all of our writers, all of our readers, well, and our writers, want to do with everything that we make. Is there any advice you can offer for, really bringing something fresh to the table and breaking out of cliches?
Well, if we can have two conversations. So I will give you the intelligent musician conversation in 1 second. I want to have a spiritual conversation first. Some musicians will not be able to walk down this road. And if you can allow yourself to think, call it whatever you call it, the muse, the creative force, there is an endless stream of musical consciousness that wants desperately to make contact and to write with musicians that are in physical form. And I don't call this, I'm not into religion. That's not my thing, being a minister's daughter. I'm very cynical about it. But I can't be cynical about structures that walk in a room and have consciousness, because, hand on my heart, I am not writing them. And yet I write with them. It's a co-creation. They're kind enough to let me have the publishing, which I'm very happy about. But if you can take my word for it, sure, I could claim it and say it all comes from me, but I'm not then being honest with you guys. And that would mean then, if it comes to me, it can come to any of us. It's just, are we open enough to allow it to work with us? Sometimes to detect it, it does take some abstract thinking, and sometimes I have to quote unquote prime the pump and sit at the piano and play and generate this. I do take in a lot of forms of inspiration from all kinds of mediums because I have to be inspired. So I go to the visual arts medium. I go to anything sometimes that isn't just music, so that I can maybe see an artistic expression, but yet not steal from it. When you say cliches, there's a certain point when I do stop listening to other music. Not at first, I really intake it, and then as I am in the heart of composing, I have to pull back and stop listening because I don't want things to seep in, and I don't want to steal, even unknowingly. The intellectual musician conversation is, I do have a discipline in writing. When I'm working on a project, I sit down for hours a day, 2-3 hours, and I force myself. Now that doesn't mean I write anything great that day, but I tape what I do, I listen back when I'm rowing or taking walks on the cliffs, and I edit. I say, okay, there's 30 seconds. In 2 hours, I might get 30 seconds that's only worth remembering. So then I make a note of that 30 seconds, and I'm a vicious editor. However, if you think everything you do is crap, then you're never going to get anywhere. And if you think everything you do is just sweet as Jesus, then you're never going to get anywhere either. So you have to find some kind of balance and compassion for yourself as a composer.